Hello, my name is Faith Woods. I am the Director of Mission Partners International, a Christian nonprofit agency here in London, Ontario. MPI actively works in the East Central European countries of Ukraine and Belarus, meeting critical humanitarian and spiritual needs. I just wanted to take a few moments today to share some of the thoughts on my own mind in response to this recent coronavirus outbreak. I know that I have never seen anything like this in my own lifetime. It seems like the news every day goes from bad to worse as COVID-19 has spread across China, Europe, and now in North America. It is a time of widespread fear and anxiety for many. You can see that fear daily on the news as we watch falling stock markets, panic buying at grocery stores, and the mass closures of schools, museums, and other public spaces. We have now coined a new phrase for 2020, social distancing. Even our churches are now forced to enact restrictions to our gatherings. It would be so easy as the Church of God to surrender to the same fear spreading across our society. Do we need to be cautious? Yes, absolutely. Even our team at MPI is primarily working from home. But I believe that now is the time for the church to be a source of hope that the world desperately needs. It is time for us to fulfill our calling as the Church of God. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, we're called to be the light of the world. And there is no more pressing need for light than in these days of darkness and fear. So many people are in need of hope. The hope of Christ lives in those of us who are followers of Christ. We have a hope for the present and for eternity that the world does not. Faith in Christ is the best antidote to fear and anxiety that I know. It's time for us to step up and truly love our neighbors. It's time for us to be a beacon to a world that is becoming more fearful every day. I care deeply about people in Canada who are struggling to mentally process a new, frightening, and hopefully temporary reality. So first, as a Christian leader, I want to share my own hope in Christ with those of you who may need it today. God offers us an eternal salvation in Christ that no virus or financial uncertainty can ever take away. But I also have a missionary's heart. There are people that I love and care about half a world away who live where the healthcare system is not nearly as prepared for something as big as COVID-19. The country of Ukraine has already been struggling for years with economic decline. This new economic crisis is hitting them very hard. I know that many people around Ukraine will be having great difficulty getting the supplies that they need to stay home and to stay healthy. And I just learned this week that the country of Belarus has 3,000 people diagnosed with pneumonia, a pneumonia that they cannot find the source for. They do not have nearly enough tests to check for COVID-19. We want to be prepared to help in this crisis. Most cities in Ukraine and Belarus are on lockdown right now. That means it's becoming increasingly difficult, almost impossible for us to deliver aid to people. But as soon as we are allowed by local governments, we want to be prepared with emergency packets of basic food and hygiene products for families who are suffering in poverty, who haven't been able to get the supplies that they needed. We're choosing today to be a source of light to those who are in desperate need. In this time of anxiety and fear, we have two choices. We can choose to surrender to fear and hide away to protect ourselves and our family, or we can set aside fear and choose to help others. We can get through this crisis together. With a small donation of only $10, you can help us provide these emergency care packets. Follow the link below and help me share hope with someone else today. I leave you with this final thought. Take a moment, breathe. Remember that God is still in control. Share love and hope with someone else around you who is struggling. Be the light of Christ to someone in some way even if it has to be from a distance. God bless.